You mentioned the media. We put together a dictator checklist last year, right around this time.
I think President Trump has a similar list.
It's pretty scary. And now with the military parades, he had 8 out of 10. Now he's going to have 9 out of 10.
Wow.
You're a narcissist who likes to put your name or face on buildings. Appoint family members to positions of power. Rallies.
Yeah.
Who has rallies after the election is over?
He's still campaigning. He is.
It's not even about campaigning. It's about he feels blue because someone was mean on TV, so, I need 9,000 drooling idiots in a airplane hangar in Tuscaloosa. Stat! Make them feel good so we can... Okay. Rallies. You hate the press and use your own propaganda outlet. Fox, state TV, I call it.
And the Twitter.
Missile parades. You use your office for your own personal financial gain. Align with other dictators and strongmen, claim minorities are the cause of the problems in the country, and you lie so freely that people don't know what the truth is anymore. The last one, the one he hasn't done, military costume. When he comes out with the big... That's when...
That's the day I think I have to resign.
Real time from Vancouver. Tonight will be...
Can't we cut a deal with him about these parades? Can't we say, okay, you're allowed to have this parade, provided a few things. The Khan family, whose son died in Iraq, who Trump mocked because they're Muslim, they've got to be at the front. What about Aisha Johnson, whose husband died in Niger?
Right.
Trump mocked her, said to her, you should know, he should have known what he was getting into. If they're at the front, along with all the transgender troops who Trump said should be thrown out of the military, then we'll let you have your parade, right?
Well, wait, I do this differently. I think that Russia ought to be invited to send a platoon. They're a major supporter of the campaign. They supported the campaign. Campaign contributors expect something in return.
It's only fair, right?
Absolutely only fair. And another thing I'd add to your list, when you insist that people clap for you during your speech,
you're right.
I mean, that's the way they do it in North Korea. And if you don't clap...
they're un-American. They're treasonous.
Well, you go off to re-education, and maybe he wants to send the entire Democratic delegation off to re-education for not clapping during the State of the Union.
If somebody had told me 2 years ago that we would be doing jokes often, you just did one. I did one in the monologue, where the punchline is that America's really owned by Russia. How do we say, you're crazy? But you do any joke where that's the punchline.
But it's not, and from the reporting that I've been doing for the last 21 years at the White House, it's not about the president. It's about we, the people. And the problem is the people who are supporting this, who are supposed to say, wait a minute, this isn't right. And they're not stopping it. And that's the problem. And then when you go talk about a militarized type of situation, tanks and missiles in the street in the United States, that is rough. And that is terrible.
I'm right about that, right? He wants us to get used to the sight of tanks
at the time when he's talking about whose button is bigger, he wants to show his power. And the question is, what is going to happen with us in North Korea? It's not over yet. He got off on that situation where he was on Twitter and he said the button thing, and then North Korea and South Korea talked. But that's one moment. There's still more, because this president likes to throw himself. He makes his own hole and throws himself in it. And us with him.
And Bill, it's really important to stress